Well, hi everybody, and welcome to the Red Bird Shed. Just a quick catch-up video showing you how the birds are coming through the molt. But before I show you the video, I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank people who are following my channel. Say the channel's been going 14 years now. It's I don't know how many people are still managed to follow all that many years and still watch or not. I don't know. Or got fed up and dropped off years ago. But it'd be nice looking at the stats that YouTube put on. I was looking the other day. I mean, I've had nearly 2.7 million views over the last 14 years. And I was looking at people who are watching the videos, and it looks like 84% are actually watching the videos are not subscribing. And I think that's partly to do with YouTube's terminology, because as soon as people see subscribe, they think, oh, money's involved, they're going to have to pay money out. It really should say follow, because what you're doing is you're following somebody's journey. So follow would be the best way of putting it. But anyway, so if you are watching my videos and you enjoy what I'm trying to do, please just put a subscribe. Just it helps the channel along. And also with Stafford coming up this was it 1st of October, I should be going to that. If anyone sees me around, please pop over and say hello. Be nice to meet people who are actually watching the channel. So without further ado, let's get on and take a look at the birds. Well, let's take a look at the known cock birds. These are last year's cock birds, the ones I bred with this year. As you can see, they are nearly through the molt. There's one or two pin feathers in the head still to come. That one's slightly behind, variegated. But other than that, they are, say, coming towards the end of the molt. They're not fighting, so which is good. And obviously, as we come through the winter, I shall have to separate them because there'll be plenty of scrapping going off. These are some of this year's young. As you can see, I think most of these are cock birds, because I have been watching them and looking at the ones that are singing and segregating them, moving them around. But most of these are actually, bar from one I think who was a late bird, are now fully molted out. As you can see, the experiment with the cutting out all the yellow in the diet seems to have worked, because I've got some cracking white wing feathers. The tails would have been white, but obviously they've been plucked by keeping too many birds in the one cage. If I was showing them, I would have individually put the birds in cages to stop that happening, but there's some really cracking birds here. These are some really big birds, say good colour, flying around a bit there. One there, a variegated wing feather. I don't know if it's classed as a tick or variegated. It says just the one feather on its wing. I think it's got a slightly dark patch on top of one of its of the other wing as well. But yeah, some really nice birds. Obviously keep my eye on them. These are the hens that I had from last year, and the odd one which I've selected from above, which I think are probably going to be hens. These are the same stage. They're coming through the molt nicely. One or two, the one at the back there all fluffed up, that's been like that all through the summer. I'm not expecting it to make the winter, but that's the case. You've got to expect that you might lose the odd bird through the winter. Out of the young birds I've bred this year, I did lose two. All of them I've had baycocks a course of before, but I still managed to lose The one had a dodgy wing, bit of a, I don't know if it was born with a misshapen wing. That one passed away, and at the end of the day, some of this is due to, you know, if they're not fit or something's not quite right, you'll lose them. And the other one just came unexpected, really. Nothing wrong with the bird. They were like these, bouncing and then dead the next morning. So I've lost 2 young. I had three really nice ivory birds, which I've moved on to a good home. He wanted some ivory birds, so they're lovely birds. There was 2 non-intensive and 1 intensive, but nice big birds, good shape, good quality. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes on breeding with those next season. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll probably lose. I might lose another 1 or 2 during the winter. Over the years, I don't lose that many birds, to be honest. I've not lost through the winter. They seem to winter out pretty well. I mean, I don't give them any heat. There's no heat in here at all. I just sometimes I put something on if it looks like it's going to be really cold for a long spell. Just to stop the drinkers from freezing, really. It's nothing to do with the birds' health and well-being. I mean, I've had, when I used to have an aviary on the outside, and it could actually come backwards and forwards from inside the shed to the aviary. A lot of the canaries chose to stay outside through the winter in all weathers. They didn't come in very often into the shed, so that's their choice. But yeah, some nice hens down here, especially the one down the back there with the wing feathers are black. It's got 2 black tail feathers coming down either side. That's going to be a nice bird. These are, I say, some of them may change. I might change my mind. 1 or 2 might be I've chosen to be cocks, maybe hens, and vice versa. I think there's a intensive in there, a smaller bird down the back. That one there, right at the back. That's probably going to be a hen, because it's slightly smaller than the others. But saying that, all my hens have good colour. Intensive and non-intensive are always a good red colour. So, you know, people say sometimes that you can usually tell a hen by it's not so brightly coloured red as the cockbirds, but not in my case. A lot of my hens are truly the same colour, if not darker, than the cockbirds. So yeah, don't always go on that. So yeah, overall I'm really pleased. As I say, there'll be 1 or 2. I'll probably get rid of a couple of the cockbirds which I've got in there, and replace them with this year's young, so I can bring in some of my, you know, the bloodlines which I want to bring in. So, but other than that, really impressed with the birds. You know, the feather quality is lovely. They look like they've been painted. You know, really nice. Look at those beautiful red. I don't know if the camera's doing it justice actually, but yeah, there's some really decent birds in there. Yeah, so that's it for now. I'll make another video as we progress. Obviously there's not that many videos now this time of year because there's not a lot to really show, but what I'll do is I'll select some of these birds and put them in a show cage so I can show you them in more detail. I think that will probably be the next video. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.